welcome to the Tech and Auto Show, which is India's only show that satisfies your hunger for both technology as well as automobiles. I'm your host Siddharth Sharma, and as you can see, this one is an Auto Expo 2018 special. So without any further ado, let's dive straight into all the action. The biggest launch at the Auto Expo 2018 was this, the third generation Maruti Suzuki Swift. Now mind you, before the launch we had already driven the all-new Swift. We drove it in Maharashtra on the ghats of Lonavala, and it was a delight to drive. Maruti, with the pricing on the Swift that was announced at the Auto Expo 2018, has really nailed the hatchback segment, and it leaves no doubt in my mind that this car can retain the crown of the hatchback king in the country. I love the hard tech platform that the new Swift is based on. I also recommended that if you are booking the all-new Swift and you love driving, you should buy the petrol manual variant of the Swift. It's just so much fun to drive that car. What we like on the new Swift is also the fact that they've redone the interiors on this car. They've made this car more tech-loaded. It comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and when it comes to safety, it comes fitted with airbags, ABS, the works. The new Swift is a job well done by Maruti Suzuki over here. We'll be getting you the full review as well of the all-new Swift very soon on the Tech and Auto Show. The second biggest car maker in India, Hyundai, at the Auto Expo 2018 came out with the facelift of the all-new Elite i20. Now this is a hatchback that has wooed the Indian consumer for quite some time now, and the facelift of this car was finally unveiled at the Auto Expo. Now what it gets is new DRLs, of course new headlamps up front, and it has a new cascading grille up front as well. That's what most of the car manufacturers do. They do a nip and tuck here and there. But one of the most interesting features about the new Elite i20 is the rear section of this car. What they've done is that they've completely redesigned the tail lights and the tailgate on the new i20. Now this might give you an appearance of an LED tail lamp, but it's actually a projector tail lamp at the back. It's a clever piece of design by Hyundai over there. Plenty of boot space, of course, on the new i20. The engine options that Hyundai had on the i20 earlier are retained on the facelift as well, but it comes with a new dual tone interior. It also has a lot of technology inside it, just like how you've seen on the new Hyundai Verna, and the top end variant on the Elite i20 will be coming with a 16-inch alloy wheel. Now these are diamond cut alloy wheels, but the design on them are slightly different than what you got earlier, and they look beautiful, of course. If we talk about the interiors, they've given dual tone interiors, but they've come out with new color schemes for the i20 in which you can get a blacked out sunroof as well. But the interiors look quite nice on the Elite i20 now. On News 18, we will be soon getting you the first drive review of the new Elite i20. So at the Auto Expo 2018, Toyota's come to the party with its own Yaris, one car that everyone was eagerly waiting for. Now, beat this, Yaris is going to compete with the likes of Hyundai Verna as well as the Honda City in India this year. And Toyota's got everything going right with this new Yaris that they've showcased at the Auto Expo 2018. It's got the looks, it's got nice curvy design, chiseled out lines on the side as well. From the rear, it looks beautiful. It's got a nice tail lamp to it, and of course, as the badging goes, 1.5 V, which basically means that it is going to come to India with a 1.5 liter petrol motor, and it will have two transmission options, one of a 6-speed manual as well as a CVT transmission. Now it actually comes with a lot of new features in this segment, things like rear roof mounted AC vents, which look super cool and are space saving as well, and the airflow that comes is just brilliant. We actually tried it out at the Auto Expo. As well as the Yaris will be coming with 7 airbags. Now it's got ample boot space to it. It's got a very big and deep boot, so space wise also, on our first impressions, this car looks very neat and clean. Let me take you through the interiors of all new Yaris. It looks quite brilliant. It's got a nice instrument cluster to it. We like how they've done the steering mounted controls on the Yaris. It comes with a nice infotainment system from Toyota as well. It also comes with cruise control and all the latest features that one can imagine. So when I talk about the rear room of the all new Yaris, it's got plenty of knee room to it. It's got plenty of headroom as well. And what I really love are these roof mounted AC vents. They keep you cool. They've done nice space management over here, and of course they've also given you two 12-volt sockets at the back to charge your devices and all. The seats, they're quite comfortable. They've got a nice angle to them, so I don't think on long rides you're going to have any problems with this car. But of course we will be getting you the full review and the test drive of this car on the Tech and Auto Show as soon as it launches in India. So watch out for that as well. Right now, the Yaris in our books is one showstopper at the Auto Expo 2018.
So Honda Two Wheelers India had a couple of big surprises at the 2018 Auto Expo. The first one, of course, was the all-new Activa 5G, and the second one is this, the all-new Honda X Blade. Now this one is expected to be launched into the market by mid-March 2018, and this one will come across as a more premium offering. That is what Honda says. Now this one is powered by a 162cc engine, which is the same as the Hornet and the Unicorn as well. As for power, it produces about 14 horsepower and 14 Newton meters of torque. But interestingly, this one will be skipping out the rear disc brakes and the CBS option as well. What you see on this motorcycle are a couple of accessories as well. There is an underbelly protector, which is an accessory, and the other accessory are the front fork protectors on this one. But other than that, the motorcycle is completely stock on display here. When it comes to styling, this one does have pretty sharp lines all across the body, especially on the fuel tank with the large tank cowls, giving it a little bit of a muscular stance. Now the other big attraction in terms of styling has to be the all-new headlamp cluster. Now when you look at it from the sides especially, this one does come across as a fairly big headlamp cluster. But this one houses an LED headlamp inside it. Now this is a part of Honda's new strategy, which is called the League of LEDs, in which almost all the new products will come with LED headlamps and tail lamps, and this one does that too, as the tail lamps on this one are LEDs as well. As for the instrument cluster, it is a digital instrument cluster which will read out things like the gear position indicator. As for seating, the seat is pretty wide, and this will compete with two other siblings in the same segment as well, which is the CB Unicorn and the CB Hornet 160. We asked Honda how will it differentiate itself, and they say this one will come across as a more premium offering which has been competitively priced. We look forward to that.
Hyundai at 2018 Auto Expo not just launched the new Elite i20, but they also came out with the i20 Active with a few nip and tuck and a few changes here and there. So they've got a new bumper going for this one, and it is in a way a minor facelift for the i20 Active. Now if you notice, they've not changed the rear end design on the Active. It remains pretty much like the old Active, unlike what you saw on the Elite i20. So from the rear, people who are still in love with this design tail lamps, well, you have an option for the i20 Active going there. But one of the biggest changes that these guys have done is they've done it in the interiors of this car. Of course, you get that dual tone interior. You get a nice climate control over here. You get the clean air function on this one as well. And of course, you get a nice touchscreen display over here as well. Hyundai has not made so much buzz about the i20 Active at the Auto Expo 2018. But overall, well, people who are looking for, an adventure vehicle like this one, will now have a better sense of perspective, or I would rather say a better choice, especially when it comes to the interior, on the new i20 Active that was showcased here at the 2018 Auto Expo, the motor show. And with that, it's time for us to take a very small break on the show, but you guys don't go anywhere because there's plenty more action coming your way on the other side from this Auto Expo special of the Tech and Auto Show. Welcome back, you're watching the Tech and Auto Show with me, Siddharth Sharma, and this is an Auto Expo special. And what better way to start the second part of this episode right from Mahindra's Pavilion. Now, of course, if you talk about future of mobility, Mahindra has got it bang on at the Auto Expo 2018. But let's talk about now. What are they doing right now? Well, they've showcased the all-new Rexton with a Mahindra badging on it. Now, this is the Rexton that will be coming later this year in the country. And it looks beautiful. It looks magnanimous at the Auto Expo 2018. I really like the color that they've displayed over here. I really hope that this color makes it to the Indian market because this is a very cool color on an SUV. Well, if you talk about what this car will get, it'll get a 2.2 liter diesel engine that'll turn out about 178 PS of power and almost 420 Newton meters of torque. It also comes with a Mercedes-Benz 7-speed transmission in it, and on the inside they've loaded this car with a lot of tech as well. It gets an 8-inch infotainment system. There are almost 9 airbags on this SUV, which, well, says all about how safe this vehicle will be when it comes to India. We also love the cabin inside the Rexton. It's beautiful to look at, and the proportions that the all-new Rexton has are just very awe-inspiring, and this will be one vehicle that will give you a lot of road presence and of course will make the SUV space in India quite interesting in 2018. Price? Well, they've not announced what price this car would come in this year, but expect it on the north side of 20 lakh rupees because hey, it's a big 7-seater SUV and well, it will compete with likes of Toyota Fortuner as well as the Ford Endeavours. So north of 20 lakh rupees, and it can go almost as big as 40 lakh rupees in India because this will be the premium offering in the SUV category from Mahindra's stable. Now, when you talk about the interiors on the all-new Rexton, it comes with, you know, things like 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with GPS navigation. It comes with 9 airbags, electric parking brake, and also a lot of other things like, you know, ventilated seats, and of course the cognac brown leather used all around this cabin is just brilliant and gives you a very plush feel as well. There is also HID headlamps, LED DRLs, electric sunroof, dual zone, automatic climate control, the works inside the all new Rexton, and we are eagerly waiting for this one to come to India. Now, Kia Motors at the Auto Expo 2018 did a global unveil of this. This is the SP concept, and boy, does this one look beautiful or what. Now, this is a compact SUV offering from the house of Kia Motors, and if you look at the DRLs that this one has to offer or the LED headlamps that this one has to offer, this concept looks really stunning. Now, if I move your attention to the rear on this one, there's a lot of SP concept badging going on even at the tail lamps on this, and of course you get a nice smooth single line finish that wraps around through this entire car. One of the most intriguing features of the SP concept, once you come closer to this one and look at it, is that this one comes with retractable door handles, so that would be giving it a less drag coefficient if you're driving at high speeds, and of course maintain that airflow inside the car. Now Kia Motors also says that this is the vehicle that's going to come to India first after they start their production in India, and 2019 September is what they're aiming for, is going to be the launch date of this vehicle or the first vehicle from Kia Motors. If you look at the interiors on this one, it comes with a very nice huge display module. The instrument cluster display on this one is as big as the one that you must have seen on the E-Class long wheelbase or the S-Class, of course. Now if you talk about safety, a lot of specs on this concept have not been told about by Kia Motors, but if you notice closely, just to get that Indian taste, it definitely comes with Ganesh guarantee inside it, for sure. So expect it to come with all the safety fireworks like ABS, airbags, ESP and all that. So overall, if I have to talk about the Kia SP concept over here, I really love what they've done with this one. This is probably one of the best concepts that have been showcased, if not the best, at the Auto Expo 2018. And I'm really hoping that this one is the first one to come to India when Kia Motors plan to launch their first car in India in September 2019. For now, the SP concept sure is a winner in our books.